so much stuff is going out. It's unbelievable. But first, I have to tell you, we're dedicating the video to two people. Jeep Guy 24 in Athens, Greece. That's a nice place, isn't it? Athens. It would be nice to visit there. And Nathan from Omaha, Nebraska, whose YouTube channel is Novus5189. Look at Raven. Now, don't you think this was a great idea? That pesky fluorescent fixture. Something went wrong. So the guy drove to Home Depot, probably in some rusty pickup truck, threw it in gear, like this, and he walked down the electrics aisle and says, "That's it! That's the fixture I want!" And he bought one of these porcelain light fixtures, mounted the light bulb right there, nice hot light bulb, so it's right in front of the Mylar. But the good news is, look. Yes. Unbelievable. The good news is, he left the ballast and the starter cut off in there. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so crude. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Look, Torpedo Alley. That's coming. An overhaul of a Buck Rogers. The guy's been having a stroke. What's the matter?
Oh, is he all right? He's having a stroke.
He's probably watching now, but here it is. Here it is. Oh, you know, first I want to show you. This is a Golden Tee Silver Stripe bowling. You saw one of these before. I wanted to show you the layout again. This was a licensed kit from IT. ICE is a different company. Yes, Incredible Technologies.
With incredible support for those folks, by the way.
They did, because we had a problem with the board in this, and they offer an exchange. It's not cheap, but the good news is they still support it. I want to show you. Here's the perfect solution. The board to switch between the two boards. You have your original Golden Tee. This is a Golden Tee Complete. This is the final in the series. It has all 28 courses, right? And we have one new power supply that runs this board and this board. And this is the TV controls. Now, this is a digital monitor.
Wait a minute. Is this a $20 shit power supply?
Somebody said that to us. They said we're putting in $20 power supplies.
No, $20 shit power supplies.
No.
With quotes.
Actually, we've been using them for years, haven't we, Frank?
Oh, when we get them on trade-ins, they always are still working.
You know, I meant to show you. Wait a minute. I meant to show you something. Golden Tee Complete, but with a flash card. There's no hard drive, see? No moving parts. So the only thing moving in here is the fan. And the same thing is in the bottom of the cabinets where you put your Silver Strike bowling. We left the lid off. He's going to button it up in a minute. And inside here, as you can see, this is the computer that runs it. Oh, the fan just came on again. Brand new power supply here.
$20 shit supply?
These aren't $20.
All right, 30.
Anyway, and this here is the brand new power supply. Power supply. Frank, what is this here? That's
a Western Digital Red NAS drive, which we have to use because for some reason this game does not like even solid state drives and didn't want to boot up with a compact flash card. So I decided to use the WD Red drive. It's for NAS storage. And these drives are very durable and they're meant to spin 24 hours a day.
Right.
So this guy will probably never have a problem with it. But if he does, we have a copy of the original. We can always reburn him a new one.
So we include that in our price. And then this is the board we had to buy new. This is the converter board that lets this signal run through the rest of the game. That's the board we just got it in from IT today. Oh! Okay, let's go on back to this other game. Well. Another Swords of Fun. Yes. I'm sure you've watched all of our other videos. We've had a lot of fun with that because you can clearly see the R almost looks like an M, doesn't it? At least that's what our customer thought. So it's forever known as Swords of Fun. This one is our first one, though, with high bright, super bright LEDs. And boy, are these bright. It's perfect. God, they made, what did they make of these? 2,750 of them, Frank? Something like that. Not a lot of them. But it's now people want this game. And who wouldn't want a game that looks this nice? Look at this cabinet. Beautiful condition. We've sold, I think, under 20 of these. I don't have an exact count, but we're keeping an eye on some of our videos. See, look at the artwork on this. Stephen has brought back to its natural glow. This had the factory Mylar still on it. What a nice bonus. Because some of these machines have worn out fields, as you know. And the jewels on the side were still in great shape, and we've sealed them with Mylar also. We've done the same up here. Stephen had to touch up some of the magic coloring here, but we've sealed it, and we have the LEDs behind it. On these drop target banks, you got to take them apart and clean them. So that little mini play field, you can actually take it out, take the whole mechanism apart, and put it on the workbench and take them all apart and clean them. You got to do that because they're just so dirty now. They get scuzzed up and cruddied up, shall we say. Oh, Frank, let's see. I guess you already know. This has the F-14 Tomcat diverters. I always like that. They reuse a great feature. They divert the ball down either of the tubes. And of course, the advertising. One of the best-known soundtracks in pinball history. Black Knight 2000 also. The fellow that did the sound on this, Brian, and he just did a wonderful job of it. I think he did. Anyway, there are some other nice things to note about this game. Well, you know, I think I mentioned the other one. They use a double switch here. 2 micro switches here. So if a game flips through one way, it clicks the one switch, and if it flips through the other way, it clicks the other switch. I always thought that was a great use of a two-way, so you only have to have one switch here. You don't have to have one over there, one over here. Really good. Good idea. Let's see. Our mini flipper, of course, goes through. It's got a long shaft that goes through below. We had to rebuild all the flippers. We had so many parts the machine needed, obviously, after all these years. And, oh, you know, I want to show you back here. See how nice this is? It's all lit with super bright LEDs. Not regular, but we thought super bright. Oh, we're in order. As you can see, it's super bright. A color changer in the corner that lights our jackpot, and it's very visible. The color change is very visible. When we got the game in, it was level 1, and Chris updated it with a level 2. So it's got the latest code in it. Latest being 1988 or 1989. This is one of the first games to have the PPB board in here, so it doesn't use this corner of the circuit for the power, for the fuses and things. No, only one fuse, and that's for the high voltage. But we've rebuilt all new capacitors and resistors, and then the 5-volt capacitors too. All new, and of course we've put new capacitors down here on this board, along with a new bridge. So we changed the bridge too for the coil voltage. Now see this interconnect board. These are all resistors, one for each set of 1 or 2 flash lamps. So these, they took them off the playfield and put them here. I always thought this board was a waste of space, but yes, we will. Ooh. I thought I was going to do a few more, Frank, and then he went, ooh, ah. Anyway, look, I was going to show you this. This connector is usually always burned up on the game. Oddly enough, this one wasn't. The only one we had to change is this one here. But now, with the LEDs, these will never grow hot again. Everything here is ice cold. Nice and cool. I hear the sound of rolling paint. That's Stephen. Uh-oh. Stephen's busy on the Defender. Frank, am I going to have trouble putting this in?
Yep. That's what Kurt said.
Don't you make fun of my Kurt. Speaking of Kurt, where is that boy? I think he's still in bed. Frank, why am I having trouble with this? Sometimes the wires slip out. So I have to stuff the wires in. There we go. Bet you that's not in. Probably won't know until I try to bring this up and in. There we go. I'm exhausted. Before we play the game, let's see what Steven's going.
Get away from me before I kill you.
You know, I could snap them just like this.
Who put these deep scratches in the game?
Some clodhopper. But we filled the deep scratches with Bondo.
Wee Frenchman.
That's right. You won't recognize that defender when we're done. That guy's been waiting a long time. Everybody's waiting a long time. Look. Another Addams family. This is an overhaul. And we actually had to scrape all the letters, all the jewels here were ruined. So we had to scrape them all off. But we've done some neat things on this that we've never done before that you'll see. But I wanted you to show you what crud really is. The bookcase is broken. So we have to get a new one. But look at this. This was never taken out of the machine, ever. And you have to not only take them out, but you got to take all the optics apart to clean them. But we have to get a new bookcase because it's cracked. Boy, this will look nice when we're done, won't it, Frank? A work in progress. We have to take thing apart. But the lady who bought this, she said she got it from a guy who said it was sort of shocked. I don't think it was. I don't think anybody did anything to it in years. Let's play this real quick and then we'll move on to the next thing. And it starts off with this one soundtrack. Diverts to the top hole. I love the fact that those targets reset themselves almost immediately. And I always like this woman when she says this.
Go for the tunnel.
Isn't that nice? And we have a red flashlight there. I like very few women.
Kurt's the only one that he likes.
Only my beautiful wife. You know, if Kurt listens to these videos, late at night when he's home by himself, he watches our videos to see how many times we mention him. Don't you like the fact when you hit the flippers, you get the sword effect? Yeah. Anyway, look, we got our shield on this side. It's playing very slow because of the fact that we're not elevated or anything. Look at the light show. Isn't that dazzling? Our customer's just going to love this game. He also put a blue flash lamp up there at the top. I don't know if you saw that. No, we won't light it again. Up at the very top, there's a really nice, hot, bright blue. See it? Nice lighting effect. Now, these drop targets. He took that whole box apart, had it on the workbench. You got to take all the targets apart and clean them all.
Oh, is that 2 more times?
They're all run. They're all cruddy.
That's just in case people didn't hear you the first time.
Because I said that on those drop targets.
You said
oh gosh, did I say it again?
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Where's the script supervisor?
Yeah, where's the script supervisor? That's me.
Hair, makeup.
Yeah, hair and makeup.
Oh. Where's my
Definitely
hair?
skip that one.
Skip the hair part anyway.
Hair and makeup. Oh, here. Look what we have going to merry old England. This is actually our last Christmas order. He ordered this at Christmas time. But he knew, he says, look, I know you can't finish it by Christmas, but here it is. A Mrs. Pac-Man, an original 1981 Ms. Pac-Man. I get emails. It's not Mrs. Pac-Man, it's Ms. Pac-Man. It's my videos, and I can say whatever I want.
Hey, if you want to look like a retard, have at it.
Can't say that word.
That's right, Frank.
I'm sorry, you want to look like a stupid idiot? Have at
Well,
it.
that won't, if we get a reality show.
Kurt, it's the same thing.
You have a better chance of having Kurt show up for work.
He's taking Mother someplace.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
All right, look, yellow tea molding,
For the colorblind viewers.
red tea molding, new buttons, of course, new bellows in here for the joystick, new casters on the bottom you can't see, but see the doors all scrubbed and clean. Now, what we did, because it's going overseas, for any of our overseas customers, We, at no extra cost, convert it to your voltage. I read on somebody's website, we'll do an overseas conversion for only $269 more. Isn't that nice of them? We don't charge any extra. Hey, Frank, show our overseas. It's just a standard transformer conversion. We have our 110 volts plugged in. That's the original power cord plugged in. See how Frank has everything nice and neat. Or Chris did. Chris did this. And then, look, we have new fuse blocks. Okay, and fuses, obviously. He also changed all the capacitors on the board here. See all these capacitors? All brand new. And, of course, the G07 monitor. Wonderful monitor. It will never go bad again because it's got a brand new flyback, all the new capacitors, and there's several other parts we also change because of years.
He did the coin door.
Oh, this man.
I did the coin door.
Scotty did the coin door.
What would we do without him?
Do you think that deserves a crack or an eye poke?
Raise.
A raise? Oh, I'll give you a raise. Here, take this. There we go.
Go do that to Steven.
Should I?
Let only fear and common sense stop you.
All right.
Why is there a ball missing out of the box?
Check hot shit.
This has to go out today. Don't do it. And have that funny-looking boy help you.
Which one?
Which one? Okay. Teed off. You've been watching its progress. As a matter of fact, we have a video of the gopher now. We'll cut away to that while I was working on it. We did take the gopher apart. We're in the process of adding another one. He put it back together, but we decided we're going to add another LED. Right now there's only 2 GI in there and 2 flashlights. But I told him I want to drill a hole right up front here, maybe 2, and light our gopher in the front. See, there's not much to it, but now it's nice and bright. See, R is the only gopher that lights up in the front. But of course, after you watch this video, I'm hoping you will add the gopher light in the front. We have super bright lighting up this beautiful new Mylar. We have new Mylar back glass on this. We have new drop targets. Steven worked his magic on the playfield. You know what that used to look like? How about if I show you right now? Tony just started on another teed off. Yes, we take everything off. Steven has to work his wonders. See this? Not going to be worn for long. When Steven's done with this thing, it's going to look like brand new. And it will never wear again. He gets every single part off. He's very meticulous. We just figured out that these same palm trees are used in surf and safari. So, same ones. I said, hey, I remember those. There's 3 of them. There's one over here. Our mountain's still okay, too. Usually that's broken. But this is going to be really nice. We're going to do some fun stuff with this one, too. I think this deserves some fun stuff. Yes. Big difference. Big difference. Now, this has a wheel similar to Millionaire and Monte Carlo. But the nice thing about this wheel is on teed off, this wheel never, ever goes bad. And that's because they use the piezo switches. You never had one of those switches fail inside the Gottlieb teed off.
You alright?
I had to make it clear to that lad. Now, we have yellow super brights here in the center. You can obviously see the green lights up our mountain in the back, and we have a yellow here. Our mountain's in great shape, too. The whole game is really terrific. We added brand new side rails. Steve Young at Pinball Research, the only place in the world that makes them.
Oh my god.
He doesn't like any of the touches and flourishes I have. I could make the video like this. New side rails, and we got them from Steve Young, and what?
I would prefer you didn't speak at all.
Now,
Can you learn sign language?
you know, I should go over there.
Got that fancy editing
Okay.
program, maybe you can put in subtitles.
I could poke that boy in the eyes.
Go ahead.
Now,
Didn't think so.
I see there's a lot of arguments as to what's better, teed off or no good gophers. And they both have great, wonderful features. They certainly each have a ton of toys and a lot of things to do. Some great rule set, our shot in the center blocked by these targets. Many, many things to do. And you know what, he's got the right. There we go. I always get a hole in one. A hole in one! Now notice when I get total 6 of these, I will get an extra ball. Now notice we have this lit with a purple LED instead of the usual white.
Did anybody teach you how to play this game? Shoot the ball right up the middle. There's nothing to it.
Right up the middle.
Looks like you need some serious help.
So we want to go right up there. You'll get a hole in one and you'll spin the gopher wheel. You almost have to drop that target down.
Did anybody teach you how to play this game?
Well, I got 2 now. I missed my hole in one.
That was a good shot.
You know, I was at a Pinball Expo one year, and they had this set up in one of the booths. And this one fellow started playing it, and he sat on it all night. He says he didn't realize that it does have a great set of rules. And he liked all the rule sets, and he thinks they were written for it. It's got some nice flow to it, as you can see. Now, I try to spell skins. Now, once again, it has all these features here, like most of the Gottlieb System 3s, have lighting here that carries over from game to game. As you spell your different letters, you'll win different things. I don't know what the things are.
Is that a ring ball you're using?
Now we'll see our magic wheels spinning. I got my... of course, you get the lighting effect there. We have a capture ball right here. Sort of like a la Hollywood Heat. And we have our, not quite the same, but a similar ramp than Hollywood Heat. Now, here we go. That sounded suspiciously like the Jaws scene. Get ready for the extra ball, right here. You right there? See, Frank, I did it. I did it. Okay, gentlemen. I think our teed off is ready. Frank, you showed the sides already, right?
No.
Oh. Show the sides. And while you do that, I'm going to open up the back.
Here, why don't you move so I can show this side first? There we go.
I will move the old buttons. Alright, here's our match. Let's say P and a big 90. Not too bad, right, Frank? Oh gosh, I'm going to have trouble with this one too, Frank. Am I going to have trouble with this? There we go. Oh. Look. All beautifully color coordinated. And we've changed our capacitors for the power supply, so our display gets nice even voltages. And we've put the button battery. That is the same milliamp battery that was in there originally, but it was soldered in, so that means you couldn't change it yourself. So we have a socket now. The customer can change that themselves. Oh, you can see underneath excuse me, the installation. There's only one cable that connects everything. So that has the motor, the flash lamp, and the GI in 6 wires. You know, we did a lot of things we didn't do in another one here. As you can see, we did some changes. But it's always neat when we get another game and we say, what should we do different on this one that we didn't do in the last one? I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do. Anyway, look what's coming. We also have an Embryon. This is actually in for repair. You didn't want to put a penny into it. He just wants it to fix. It's got our old white and red sticker before we went to the other. So this dates it back to pre-1990. That's how long it was. This is a Matahari here that is in for not an overhaul but a sale, but it's pretty ghastly. And somebody's got the wrong transformer in it, so we have to fix that. And the logic board is unrepairable. It's got battery damage in it. This is how it came in, though. But in fairness to the game, the playfield's actually very nice, and none of the plastics appear to be scratched. But the cabinet is going to need some of Stephen's magic touch. Well, I think we're ready to bid adieu. There'll be another combo video in the next day or two. These boys have to get home. Can this imbecile help you with this?
Can we get some heat back in this thing?
Heat and tools.
Listen, they can't hear when the heater's running. This is a studio set.
And there's no insulation there, you know, so with the heat off, it's
You hear
super
this?
cold.
It's been this way for 20 years, and now you're complaining?
He's been complaining for 20 years.
I think it will get better, don't it?
No, it gets worse.
All right, wrap it up.
It's time to end. Good night.
Are you still here?